course, dear. But listen, precious. Thanks, pet. Those are lovely, pitounette, delicious. But mind the wind, sweet. What exquisite hands you have. You angel. If you didn't know your nails. Isn't it a wonder you aren't ashamed of me? You pig. You perfect little pigaline. I'll nudge you in a minute. I bet you use her best Persian smear off her vanity table to make them look so rose-top, glow-stop, no-stop. I know her. Slight me, would she? For every jot I care. 3 creamings a day. The first during her shower and wipe off with tissue, then after clean-up and of course before retiring. Be me sure, when I think of that espos of a Clan Carberry, the food brawler of the Associationist Party with his black-leaded chest, hello, Prendergast, that you in Kipper, and all his 14 other full-back maulers or hurling stars or whatever the Dagos they are, baiting at my Lord Ornery's, just because they won the egg and spoon there, so overly provincial at Baldole. My Eilish accent he seed makes his admiration. He is seeking an opening and means to be first with me as his belle alliance. Andu musnu play zeloso, soso do todas. Such is Spanish. Stoop a little closer, feels. Delightsome, simply, like Jolio and Romeo. I haven't felt so Turkish for ages and ages. Minds me of Squishus, the chocolate with a soul. Extraordinary. Why, what are they all? The mucky lot of them only. Sht! I wouldn't pay 3 hairpins for them. Pepette. That's right. Hold it steady. Leg me pull. Pooh. Come big to Iran. Pooh. What are you nudging for? No, I just thought you were. Listen, loveliest. Of course, it was too kind of you, miser, to remember my sighs and shockings, my often expressed wish when you were wondering about my trousseaux. And before I forget it, don't forget, in your extensions to my personality, when knotting my remembrance tie, shoe weak will be trotting back with red heels at the end of the moon. But look what the fool bought, cabbage head. And as I shall answer to gracious heaven, I'll always and always remind of snappy new garters, me being always the one for charms with my very best and proud and gloving. Even if he was to be vermilion miles my youth to live on, the rubber end Mr. Polkingtone, the quonium fleshmonger, who Mother Brown solicited me for unlawful converse with her mug of October, a pots on it, creaking around on his old shank's axle like a crusty old cornquake. Airman, water wag, terrier, blazer. I'm fine, thanks, ever. Ha! Oh, mind you, poo tickly. Shall I poo him in Momu? Mum. Funny spot to have a thingy. I'm terribly sorry. I swear to you, I am. May you never see me in my birthday pelt seen so tutu, and that her blanche-mange may rot leprous off her. Whatever winking Maggies, I'll bet by your cut you go flirting after, with all the glass on her and the jumps in her stoneware. Ha ha! I suspected she was. Sink her. May they fire her for a barren ewe. So she says, "Tay for thee." Well, I saith, "Angst so much, and desired she might not take it amiss if I esteemed her but an odd. If I did a tough turf, I'm not a missy. Of course, I know, Pettest. You're so learningful and considerate in yourself, so friend of vegetables. You long, cold cat, you. Please, by acquiescer, to meek my acquaintance. Codling, snakelet, iciclist, my diaper has more life to it. Who drowned you in Dreer's, man, or are you pale with ink? Did a weep get past the gates of your pride? My tread on the clover's sweetness? Yes, the buttercups told me. Hug me, damn it all, and I'll kiss you back to life, my peaches. I mean to make you suffer, meddler, and I don't care this fig for contempt of courting. That I chid you, sweet sir. You know I'm tender by my eye. Can't you read my dazzling ones through me true? Bite my laughter, drink my tears, pour into me volumes, spell me stark and spill me swooning. Transname me loveliness now and hear me for all times. I just don't care what my thwarters think. I'd risk a policeman passing by, McGrath, or even that beggar of a Poots at the post. The flame. Oh, pardon. That was what? Ah, did you speak stuff? More poestries from Shakespeare's with glee choral music or ejaculation from the garden of the soul? Of I belibe in the immoralities? Oh, you mean the strangle for love and the survival of the prettiest? Yep, we up and have coseries in the home. And once upon a week I improve on myself. I'm so keen on that new free woman with novel inside. I'm always as tickled as can be over man in a surplice by the lady who pays the rates. But I'm as pie as is possible. Let's root out Brim Stoker and give him the thrall of our lives. It's Dracula's night out. For creep's sake, don't make a flush. Draw the shades, curfew, and I'll beat any son-a-monk to love. Holy bug, how my highness would jump to make you flame your half a bannon in two when I'd run my burning torchlight through. To adore me there and then cease to be. Whatever for, blossoms? Your hair majig if you had one. If I'm laughing with you, no, lovingest, I'm not so dying to take my rise out of you adored, not in the very least. True as God made my mama, hip-length modesty coat mother, it's only because the risen is I'm only a girl, you lovely fellow of my dreams. And because old some booby is not around about my trysting of the tulip eyes. Like that puff pape bucking Davern assoiling us behind. What a nerve! He thinks that's what the vestry's for. How vain's that hope in cleric's heart, who still pursues the adulterous art, Cocksure that rusty gown of his will make fair Sue forget his phiz. Tame Schwips, blessed Marguerite bosses. I hope they threw away the mould, or else we'll have bowls hossers and sour dam applers with their medical associations all over the place. But hold hard till I've got my latchkey vote, and I'll teach him when to wear what women call ours, on account of the gloss of the glycine. Sabu bro bize sabo bell. And because, you pluckless lankaloot, I hate the very thought of the thought of you, and because, dearling, of course adorest, I was always meant for an engine dear from the French college to be musband. Nom d'angien when we do, and contract with encho tencho solver, when you are married to reading and writing, which, please, business now won't be long, for he's so loopy on me, and I'm so leapy like since the day he carried me from the boat, my saviour of arrows, to the beach. And I left on his shoulder one fair hair, to guide hand and mind to its softness. Anyway, here's my arm, pull it neck, gracefully yours. Move your mouth towards mine. More, preciousest, more and more, to please me, treasure. Don't be. I'm not going to. Shh, nothing. A cry somewhere. Bye, bye, I'm fly. Here, Pippi under the limes. You know big tree are all against gravestone. They hiss tenancy, garned on demand. So chip, chirp, chirrup, chigolo for the love of Mygo, the little past door. I go you before, so, and you're at my apron stage. Shy as him, dovey. Must forget there's an audience. I have been lost, angel. Cuddle you, devil you. It's our toot-a-toot. Here, sensation. Let them. Their whole 4 courtships, let them. Big Bull and his boozers 11 makes 12 territorials. The old sot's hole that wants wide streets to commission their nuisance in at the Mitchells v. Nichols. Ave, Selve, Acque, Valles. And my waiting 20 class birds sitting on their stiles, let me finger their arithmetic, and you'll see if I'm self-thought. They're all of them out to please. Wait. In the name of, and all the holly, and some the missal, and it's Saint Ive. Hoost, ahem. There's Ada, Bet, Celia, Delia, Ina, Fretta, Gilda, Hilda, Ita, Jess, Catty, Lou. They make me cough as sure as I read them. Mina, Nippa, Opsy, Paul, Queenie, Ruth, Saucy, Trix, Una, Vela, Wanda, Xenia, Eva, Zulma, Phoebe, Thelma, and me. The reformatory boys is goling in for the church, so we've all come feast like the group suppers and caught lip solution from anti-providence under penancies for mortal sins. When their bride was married, all my bells began to ting. A ring, a rose, a ring. Then everyone will hear of it. Whose wishes is the farther to my thoughts? But I'll plant them a poser for their no-man clatter when they're out with the Daners doing chaperon mall. Bright pigeons all over the world will fly with my mistletoe message round their love-ribboned necks, and a crumb of my cake for each Chasta Dieva. We keeps all in sundry papers. In the moorlight, oh my darling. No, I swear to you by Phibsborough Church Dome and St. Andre's Undershift, by all I hold secret from my world and in my underworld of nighties and naughties and in all the other wonder worlds. Close your knot must look. Now open, pet, your lips, Pepette, like I used my sweet-parted lips a bus with Dan Houlihan, a facetious memory, taught me after the flannel dance with the proof of love up Smock Alley. The first night he smelled poudre and I coloured beneath my fan. Pepetta mia, when you learned me the linguo to melt. Who wham would have ears like ours? The black-haired. Do you adore that silencioso? Are you enjoying this same little me, my life, my love? Why do you like my wisping? Is it not divinely delicious? Don't it buffer you? Missy, missy, tell me till my thrill me comes. I will not break the seal. I am enjoying it still, I swear I am. Why do you prefer it's in these dark nets? If why, may ask my sweetiekins. Shh, shh. Long ears is flying. No, sweetest, why would that annoy me? But don't. You want to be well slept for that. Your delighted lips, love, be careful. Mind my duvet-tyne dress above all. It's golded Sylvie, the newest sex tones with princess effect, for Rutland blues got out of passion. So, my precious. Oh, I can see the coarse chair. Don't tell me. Why, the boys in Sheep's Lane knows that. If I sell whose, dears? Was I sold here, tears? You mean those conversation lozenges. How awful, the bold shame of me. I wouldn't chickens. Not for all the Juliets in the twinkly way. I could snap them when I think of them winking at me in bed. I did so my intended, or was going to, or thinking of. Shh, shh, shh. Don't start like that, you wretch. I thought you knew all and more, you authors, to explique to ones the significat of their ex-systems with your new nivulin lead. It's only another queer fish or other in Brinbrew's damned old troucherous river again. God, the wish it God bless us and spare her and give us rest from the bustle. Excuse me for swearing, love. I swear to the Sorrisums on their trons of Ewian I didn't mean to by this Alpin armlet. Did you really never, in all our Cantalang lives, speak clothes to a girl's before? No, not even to the charmer maid. How marvellous! Of course I believe you, my own dear doting liest when you tell me, as I'd live to. Oh, I'd love to. Liss, I must whis. never or ever that I can remember, dear streaming faces, you may go through me. Never in all my whole white light and my matchless and pear, or ever for bitter be the fruit of this hour. With my whiteness I thee woo, and bind my silk breasts I thee bound, always, amory, amor and more, till always thou lovest. Shh, 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 shh. So long as the locksmith laughs